I'm just a guy that has a company in Portugal, and we produce granite countertops. And we have been applying lean, 2-second lean, for about 3.5 years. And what I can share with you today is a little bit of the story why we started doing lean. Again, I'm not a lean expert, so please don't make me hard questions about lean, because I'll make a fool out of myself. And I'll just share with you what we are doing. So I'm not pretending to be any kind of teacher or expert or guru or kung fu, nothing like that. So we discovered about 2-second lean in 2014. I was looking in the web for stand-up desks, and I find this great video of Paul Akers called The Lean Desk, and I found it very interesting. I said, wow, who's this guy? He's amazing. And I found out about the book, and beginning of 2015 we started doing 2-second lean every day. To tell you how was my life before 2-second lean, so the company was being successful. In 2014 we had a growth of 43%. It's really huge. And I have 2 young kids, and the problem for me was that the more the company grew, the less time I had for my family, the more upset and stressed I was becoming. And I was starting to question what is the point of success if important areas of your life start being neglected and you start not having a private life. So for me there was this very personal motivation to do lean, and the pain was so high that I was willing to do anything for it to change. And when I found Paul's book, I was reading the book and I said, this is it, this is for me. Another thing that convinced me about the power of 2-second lean was when I found that the book was free. We didn't have to pay for the book. So Paul, when he wrote the book, he didn't write the book to become a millionaire. He wrote the book to help other people, other companies, other workers, other families. So that's the motivation for 2-second lean. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. So on 2015 we started implementing lean, and we started doing like every day. We never stopped. We never failed one single day doing our routines, like having our small morning meeting and doing improvements and solving problems every day. So basically the next year, 2015, we still grew 20% more or less, and we were working not 40 hours a week, we were working 35 hours a week, because the first hour of the day it grew to 1 hour. After a couple of months we were not working, we were improving our processes and working better. So we have plus 20% in terms of the work we were able to serve our customers, and we were working less hours and almost no overtime. So people were getting back to their families earlier, and company was having better results, and people were having better results with the company. So this is the short story of how we started with Lean 3 years ago. And so basically, I don't know if you want to ask any specific question about the way we implement Lean, if you have any struggles that you want to share.
The only first question I got is how long did you've already told me the answer to this, but just for all the others here, how long did you start doing each morning for
So when I started, I was clueless. I didn't know really where to start. So I knew we had to start making daily improvements. And when I contacted Paul, and when Paul replied, I was surprised to see he replied after 20 minutes. I said, wow, it's amazing. And so he told me just to start really simple. So we basically, we only had our people getting together when there was a problem. And when we wanted to say someone did a bad job, it was a very bad thing when we got people together in our company. That was our history, our past. So we just get people together, and we were showing one video from FastCap. FastCap is Paul Akers, he has a company called FastCap in the United States. And we will show one video of FastCap or one video from Climb Easy. You probably know about Climb Easy. It's the supplier, the vendor for the stairs that you have there. And we were discussing for like 2 or 3 minutes the video. and we built it from there. After a while, we started making 3Sing every day, so it seems not a big deal to work in a clean and safe environment, but it's very important because it's real people that are in my company. So if there is trash on the floor, we are making our people work with the trash around them. It's not being respectful to people. It's not okay. So we started giving time for people so that they can do what they think they should do to work in a place they feel good about. So, and it was costing the company money, okay? But that's not the problem, that's not the point. The point is that we are showing people that safety and cleanliness is important, and that we want our people to feel good when they are at work.
So it's 2-second lean, and it's not about actually making the company do better exactly. It's more about improving all of our lives.
Yeah.
It's personal development, really.
Yeah. Basically, when I started with Lean, I also started reading. I actually listen to audiobooks. So I listen to 20 minutes a day. I always do it, and I also started improving my health. So I started working out consistently, but very small, 20 minutes a day, not more than that. But when you do it consistently, like the improvements, when you solve problems consistently, it adds up. I have this great example. Vera works in the office, and Vera every month she had to pay the suppliers, the vendors. So it will take her usually before we started with Lean 2 full days to go through the paperwork and go to the computer and wire the transfers, and it was a nightmare. 2 full days in 20 work days. And then Vera, one day, we started with Lean, and she starts making small, tiny improvements. One day, she starts like putting, separating better the documents. Really, it's not rocket science, real simple stuff. And after a couple of months, Vera had gone from 2 full days to 1 day. So this means from 20 work days, she saved 1 full day of searching and keying and all those. It's all waste. You know what that means? If Vera was not in a Lean company, in 20 years, let's bring this to 20 years, how much time would she have spent doing that meaningful, not meaningful work? How much time?
20 times 52, is it?
240 days.
Was it a week or a month?
So Vera in 20 work days, she saved 1 day.
Okay.
So in 20 years, how many years did she save?
1 year.
1 year.
Full year.
So
So done, eh?
this is with just this. Vera has made hundreds of improvements since. So it will be the equivalent. You get here the 3rd of January, you sit at your desk and you start going through this pile of papers, all morning, all afternoon. The next day you say yes. Another great day. You sit down and start doing the same thing all week.
For a year.
January, February, and then you have vacations. Thank God. And then you continue. This is what happens when you are not in a Lean culture. The struggles don't go away. It's not wishful thinking. Go away, go away. No, it won't happen. It will only happen if you take action. And if you start solving your own problems. When we rolled out Lean in our company, you know what I said to my guys? Don't do this for the company to make more money. Make your life better. Do this for you. You choose your improvements. You choose what you want to do. Make your life easier. That's the whole point. And if you do that, and you do that well, your life will be easier. Our customers will be happier. The company will have more success, and it will be win, win, win for everyone. That's the magic of Lean. There are no losers. This is not the kind of Lean that consultant comes here and draws this big diagram to make you feel real stupid because you don't understand it. That's the kind of Lean most people think Lean is complexity. No, Lean is making an improvement, having fun, making a quick 2-minute improvement, a video, and you show the video and you clap. Wow, great improvement, John. Wow, great idea. Your idea is better than mine. When you start creating this energy, life gets really better for everyone.
Say a little bit about what you were saying earlier about an improvement doesn't have to be the final solution.
No, actually, the first improvement is the worst improvement. but it's the most important improvement. It gets the ball rolling. And then I make a change, and you, Richard, you come and you change my improvement, and it's good because it's just one. It's just one improvement. It's not my improvement. I just make a change, and then you help. You have a different, and then you see the impact. You see the process different, and then you say, "Wow, we can even improve it a little bit better." And then you, what's your name?
April.
April comes and, "Oh, you're not really that smart, Richard. We can do it even better."
I know that.
I doubt that she will say like that.
And
So that's good.
that's the beauty of Lean. It's not about you.
Yeah, so it's not an improvement to make me look good, it's an improvement to help everyone's life.
And you should focus on your own ways, Richard. And April should focus on her struggles. You shouldn't come there and say, "April, so the plan for today, you will improve this, this, and that." That is not 2-second Lean. 2-second Lean, everybody knows his struggles, and everybody finds a tiny, small thing to improve every day. We are traveling for 3 months across Europe, visiting Lean companies. Not only Lean companies, we're also making things like sightseeing and castles and things like that. And we are in a camper van. It's parked outside. And even this morning we made 2 improvements, and every day we make improvements. Because Lean is not a tool for work, it's a tool for life. And as you get better with Lean and improving yourself and improving the processes, you start to realize that even outside of work there are things that bug you. And in a camper van with 2 small kids, it's a tight space, many things can bug you. Many things can and do bug you. And you can either take the struggle and be upset, or you can say, "What can I do to change this?" There's actually a video on YouTube with this example. We have 2 seats in the back where there is a table, and they are playing. So, but they are they are always moving around. They are kids. And the seats kept, the pillows of the seats kept sliding. And it drove me crazy. Every 10 minutes I had to put the pillows back in this place. And I was asking myself, why can't they just stand still for a moment? Why can't they just listen to me? But this question didn't solve the problem. I was still feeling upset. And then I asked, what can I do to solve the problem? And I went in the back. I traveled with my small toolbox and Kaizen foam, and I went there and they took 4 screws, and I took my gun and zzz, 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 problem solved. They no longer move the seats. The kids are still playing, the seats don't move, we are all happy. And this is an example of a struggle, and Lean is about solving problems, removing struggles. Nobody likes to have the same pain in the butt all the time. And we have the power in a Lean culture to change things. And if management is generous enough to give you time to solve your problems, things can really begin to change for the better. Because some companies says, yes, we really love our people, we respect our people, get the work done. But in Lean company, we say, we respect, we don't say, we take action. We say, listen guys, you have 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day to do your own stuff, to make your area clean and to make improvements. Solve your struggles. It's free time for you. We are paying you to do that. Make your life easier. It's action. It's not blah, 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 blah. It's action. It's actually time that you have, that is offered to you, so that you can use your ideas, you can make your own solutions. Not the solutions of the boss, your own solutions. You implement them, you try them, and you see that sometimes you screw up. It's not a good, it's a stupid solution, but it's a very important solution because it allows you to have contact with the reality. There's this saying Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. So reality punches you in the mouth. Says, oh, I tried, it didn't work. I will learn and I will try again. We have to be comfortable doing mistakes and learning from them.
So when do you suggest we start, Felipe? When do you
Tomorrow.
suggest we start?
No.
we actually think that we started slowly by Paul's advice, and we started doing it first thing in the morning. There are many companies that are doing 2-second lean, and for some companies doing first thing in the morning is probably not the best moment to do it. You have to find your own thing, your own timing. But the thing is, you have to do it consistently.
Do you do it all at the same time? The whole company do it at the same time? Because some of us come in earlier than others.
Yeah, that's it. We all start at the same time. So for us, it's very easy. We start at 8, and at 8 we have 30 minutes for problem solving and improvements. And then we have 15 minutes for our morning meeting, and then we have yet 15 minutes to go through our standards and SOPs. Every day we do that.
Okay.
So, but it's our solution. It's adapted to our problems, to our reality. So you have to find the way that best suits your particular case. But the thing is, it must be done consistently, and it must be short. It must be short.
It's good.
No, that's
You shouldn't try to do it too much, because it's not good. If you are comfortable now doing 10 minutes a day, like you show one video and then you have 10 minutes of 3Sing, do it consistently for 1 or 2 months like that, and you will learn. You say, wow, it's not really working out like this. We can change it, or we can do extra 5 minutes so that we can work some improvements. You will evolve that, and it will be like everyone can input their feedback and say, yes, or today we were doing like 10 minutes for 3Sing, and people said, okay, when an improvement, that it's not enough time. I'm starting to make an improvement, and it's already time to. I gather the tools to make an improvement, and then when I have them, I have to put them back. It's not too much time, not enough time.
Yeah.
You will have your struggles, and you will find your solutions. But the thing is, we never failed once in 3.5 years, and we will not fail. We will not fail.
You mean you do it every day? Yeah.
For us, doing lean is more important than respecting the deadline. If one day there is Queen Elizabeth that comes to Torre for a lean tour, we will do still the morning meeting, and she's invited to be there with us, but we will still do it. It's not negotiable.
That's good.
It's good.
Because we have to keep in mind that this week we are overloaded with work. How it's so tempting. Let's not do it an extra 10 or 15 minutes. But these 10 or 15 minutes will allow you in the future to be even more quality, even more happy customers, even better delays. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I like to talk about Einstein. He has this interesting definition for insanity. You know what insanity is? Is doing the things that everyone else is doing, or that you've been doing all along, and expect a different result. It won't happen. If you do exactly what everyone else is doing, you will have exactly the same results. These are the laws of nature. So if you want to have different results from different companies, from your competitors, you have to do something different, and different for the better. And solving problems, making your life easier, making easier the life of your customers is the right way to go. And this is simple. This is not complex. If it starts becoming complex, you're doing it all wrong. It must be simple.
I think that's very, very helpful.
It deserves a clap for that.
Very encouraging.